guys, welcome to the first official YouTube video. I want to take the time out to just thank you for the subscribe, thank you for the like, and just remember to comment a topic that you would like me to do, and I will try to suit your need as soon as possible. Today we'll be doing accounting for beginners. This will be basic stuff. This would be necessary for students who are in high school, preferably 11th graders or students who are going to community college. So my university friends, bear with me with this one. Now that that's out of the way, let's get started. What's the purpose of accounting? Why is it in our lives? Like, why is it that we have to do it if we, but obviously if you choose it as a major, you have to do it. But most of us really don't know what we are doing. And we choose something and we're not sure that if it's our calling or not. And we don't know why is it necessary. Like, what's the purpose of it? We're probably just doing it because most of our family members used to do it or whatever. But here's a few purpose for accounting. It identifies, records, and communicate financial activities of an organization to the intended users. Who are the intended users? We are the persons who are trying to interpret the financial statements. Those are the intended users. It assists with decision making. It plans future activities. And speaking of planned future activities, most of us know budget. That's where budget comes in play. It assesses the performance of the business. That's where the financial analysis comes in play. And as we go further in this YouTube channel, we'll be doing more advanced topics and we'll see how these purposes come in place. So I really won't stress on them. But we're going right back to the basics, where in high school we were learned about debits and credits. And as you can see, this bucket, it shows that debit is coming in and credits going out. We can remember that when an organization is receiving something, it's debit. And when the organization is giving something, it's credit. Also, if we remember clearly in high school, it always shows that whatever amount we debit, we have to credit that exact amount. So that's where the scale comes in play, where it is balanced, so equal amount. But there are some accounts that have a debit nature and some that just naturally have a credit nature. Assets and expenses, debit nature. Liabilities, equity, revenue, sales, credit nature. And you will see these on the financial statements, see how they come in play. I will give you more detail on these in future videos. But we are going right back to accounting cycle. Accounting cycle in high school was the foundation and where our accounting knowledge built on. We all remember that we started with the financial transactions. We used to draw up those tables thingy, general journal, general ledger, those T account, trial balance, which everyone, I am sure every accounting person had a hard time, sorry about that, had a hard time trying to balance. That was the only thing that mattered in high school. We were just trying to get the trial balance and the balance sheet. It's really not that important at this stage, honestly, but it should be balanced. It's just don't waste the time trying to get it balanced. Financial statement, then we draw for financial statements. Speaking of financial statements, we have four main financial statements that an organization has to prepare. You have the statement of comprehensive income, also called income statement, statement of financial position, also called balance sheet, statement of changes in equity, and the statement of cash flow. I will give you a video with more details on these financial statements. And I tried to pick out a few accounting terms that I think starting we should know. And let's just start with depreciation. It's a simple one. This one is probably the most simple one and the simplest one in the lot. Depreciation is where an asset, the reduction in value of an asset. Now I am going to use a pretty simple example, like you bought a car for 10 million and 3 years later it's valued 8.5 million. Then the asset has reduced in value and it has depreciated. Net income. This is when your expenditures are all taken from your net sales. That's that final profit that you have, the net. Scrap value. This is the value of an asset when it's no longer usable. Like in a word, nothing. Disposable value. How much it's worth when it just not have no use to it. Gross margin and gross profit. They are pretty similar. Gross margin is in percentage, gross profit is a dollar value figure. And let me tell you the difference between these now. Gross margin. In order to find a gross margin, you have to divide your gross profit by your sales. But we have to find a gross profit first, right? Okay, gross profit. In order to get your gross profit, you have to subtract your cost of goods sold from your net sales. And I just feel like telling you what's cost of goods sold is the opening stock plus your purchases less closing stock. That's the cost of goods sold, but you'll see it more in an income statement when I bring it up. I received a long list of topics that I should touch on, speaking specifically to the high school students who have CXC coming up. I am trying to facilitate you guys right now because I know that university is out. Although we might have summer sessions, but I am focusing on simple accounting topics just to help you guys out, in this COVID-19 thingy. But thank you for the subscribe, thank you for the share. Remember to comment a topic that you want me to touch on, and I will try to meet your need as soon as possible. Just thank you guys.